there, Jam here, and I'm having just the best time right now. Okay, upload no twerk video. I'm just gonna beat by
Upload no twerk video. I'm just gonna beat my meat to it.
Hey there, Jam here. Today I want to do an art challenge because I have been in art block for this entire month, and it's been horrible because I haven't been able to make any videos or even draw the things that I wanted to draw personally. So I made a little challenge for myself today to draw my character, the guy you're seeing right here, with curses. What I mean by curses is that I would spin a wheel and the wheel will give me a prompt of what to draw my character as or how to draw my character. I got this idea from another YouTuber, Skynix Art, but they were doing it with friends and was basing it off of a Bob Ross painting. I'm not really basing mine off of anything, I'm just going off of what my little guy looks like. I guess you could say this is another thing that you can do for your character, so if you're inspired by this video at all, please be free to do this challenge for yourself. Anyways, as per usual, if you liked the video throughout watching it, like, and if you really like it and you're awesome, subscribe. But that's it from me, please enjoy. So here's the wheel that I made. I'm very scared for some of the options that I put in here. But I mean, I put them in for a reason. I want to have fun. So let's just see how this goes. Spin. Oh God. Draw your OC, but in Roblox, draw it and donate and sell the drawing. That's that's gonna be a challenge. Not the drawing part, but more so maybe getting a donation might take a while. Okay, so here I am. I'm in the game. I'm using my main Roblox account because this is the one that I have game passes on, but it's also the one that too many people have followed me on. I see all of you. Okay, I'll claim this one right here, and now I get to drawing. If my model starts like geeking out at all, it's because I'm looking down. That's why. It can't track my eyes while I'm looking down at my drawing tablet, and this thing is like huge. So yeah. Alright, so first speed paint. I actually really like this one. So when I started making it, I was convinced that it was going to be much harder, but I didn't give the game I was playing that much credit. The drawing software on it was not that bad at all. It was actually way more simplistic than I thought it would be and wasn't like a pain to use at all. I don't know how to describe it, but you know how some drawing softwares just make you not want to draw, like the pen pressure is bad or there's like little stabilization and you can't really like use your brushes that well. I thought it would be like that because most drawing games I play on Roblox are like that, but this one wasn't that way at all. It was really fun to use, and you can see further into the speed paint I actually did get into it a lot and started, you know, taking it a little more seriously. I will say though, I don't like that I did a headshot for this one. Even if I was gonna go for a headshot, I wish I did more sketching, but I usually don't sketch before I start drawing. I kind of just go into it. Actually, I think that's a theme with all of the speed paints that I did. I did very little sketching and just kind of winged it the whole time. Don't be like me. That's why most of my drawings don't come out the way that I want them to, because I constantly just go straight into it. However, to give myself more credit, I do think this was very cute. I think the colors were really nice and I did pretty well. I did have to lighten Jam's skin tone a little bit, but it was for the drawing. It was for the drawing, I swear. I know some people get really mad about stuff like that nowadays, and I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't really care if people like brighten the skin tone of a brown character in their art pieces or like darken it. It just completely depends on how they're doing it. The best example I can give of this is like if you're putting them in a lighter environment, you don't make their skin look completely pale, or if you're putting them in a darker environment, you don't make them look like gray or really dark. Their skin tone does look different in certain lighting, but it doesn't change that dramatically. I hope that makes sense. Anyway, some other things about this speed paint that will become a trend with the other ones is jam accessories. I try my best to draw as many as I can, but with the limited time frame that I have and sometimes limited canvas, there is not that much I can do. So I do what I can, but not all of it is there. I usually don't expect people to draw Jam's complete outfit or accessories when I get fan art, but I am pleasantly surprised a lot of the time that people actually do take the time to draw out all of his accessories, and it makes me really happy because trust me, it takes me a lot of time to make my own art pieces with him or models, which is why I have yet to make any new Vroid models. Coming, I swear. I'm just taking my time to do things because the re-debut took a lot out of me. I'm debating if I want to make a video talking about my art process through that because I made pretty much everything for my re-debut from scratch. The 3D model, the 2D model, the emotes, the backgrounds, everything. It was a lot, and honestly, I don't know if I would go through that process again personally. Would rather start commissioning people because it did take a toll on me, but it happened, and now we're here, and I'm glad I did do it in the end. Anyways, the speed paint is wrapping up, so I'm gonna stop talking and get back to the video. Goodbye! Okay, how long did that take me? How long did that take me? A good 20 minutes, that's not that bad. Here's the finished product. I'm pretty proud of it, so I'm going to save it and save it in slot 2 and call it Jam. Okay, so now I need someone to buy this. I got a few likes in this server, but I didn't get anyone to buy, so that is what I am looking for. There's no one really here. I kinda need someone to buy this. To be completely fair, I didn't say if they had to be in server or not, and all I need is at the very least a small donation of 10 or 14 Robux. So, you know what we're going to do now? Yes, that is right, we're going to start begging. Going to discord.com.
Is anyone willing to spend at least 10 Robux on a drawing I made? I'm not asking because I need the Robux, but because I am stuck here until I get one donation. Help me. Help. Are you able to spare 10 Robux? Is anyone able to spare me 10 Robux?
We're still waiting.
Please. Please. Oh my god, my friend answered. I need just 10 in this game I'm in so I can leave. Please help. I'm gonna screenshot so they can know that like where I am.
Give me just a minute. Okay, word. I was able to get possibly a dono from my friend's server. So shout out to Purple Cub. She's awesome. This is great. But I'll still ask around a little more anyways. This was actually the worst one to start with because I have to sit here and wait now until I get a donation. And if I don't get one, then I'm stuck here until I get one or until I decide that I've had enough. That can't happen. Oh my god. Someone have mercy. Have mercy on my soul tonight.
5 minutes later.
I didn't get any of it on recording, but I finally got the donation. I got 110 and then 100. So I've raised 100 Robux in this game for this one drawing. That is sick. That is so sick. I can go now. I can rest. Thank God I can move on. Okay, with that hard one out the way, I think I can finally move on to some easier ones. So let's spin and see what we get. Draw your OC, but the colors are inverted. That's just Maj Tunep, but we can just pretend. We can pretend for today that it's okay to mention Maj because little challenge here. So it's okay to mention her, but only for today. There is no Maj tune-up in the Jam Peanut lore. So let's talk about Maj and Jam lore briefly. Maj is a character that I was supposed to introduce on stream. For newcomers or just people who do not watch my streams, what I like doing sometimes is I like including these little stream characters. For a while, I had a little penguin and his girlfriend chilling on my stream. And also during April Fools, I would like to bring on this character named Marshmallow who would take over the stream just for April Fool's Day. So where does Maj come into all of this? Well, hers would be different. She would be the first stream character that I'm introducing outside of Marshmallow, who has like definite lore, because I was trying to like do a roleplay stream where people would be able to talk to Maj. I'm still planning out the logistics of all of that, and also the script for it too, which is why I have not done the stream yet, and it was previously planned for this February. As for her lore, I don't know how much I could say yet, other than she is really, really weird and really demented, but I think that she's really cute. My favorite character archetypes is like the really cute but obviously like unhinged girly characters, and I just love it so much. I loved unhinged girls. It is great. Also, for anyone who is paying closer attention, you may have noticed that I am referring to her with she, her pronouns instead of calling her a boy like I do Jam. That is because she is a girl, not a boy. The original Jam is a boy, not trans dude. He is just a dude. I'm so sorry to disappoint. There is so much I want to explain with Jam lore, but it gets really in-depth. I might just have to go into an entirely separate video about that one of these days, but all you need to know right now for anyone who cares is that it's similar to Spider-Verse lore in the sense that it's just a bunch of different Jams kind of coexisting in one area. And that's pretty much it. Since I finally have spoken about her publicly, I'm going to try planning her streams again because I feel like it's going to be really fun. I've always loved the idea of doing an interactive roleplay stream with viewers. I've seen other VTubers doing that and it looks so fun. I can't wait to start. It's ironic I bring up VTubers because I don't even watch them that often anymore. Ironic, isn't it? The VTuber who doesn't watch VTubers. But anyways, that's all I have to say. Speed Paint is ending. Yeah, thank you for listening. Okay, that's another peanut down. We are an hour into recording. I am pretty proud of this drawing, but I am going to take a break, as you should when you've been drawing for a really long time. So I'll be back for the next one in just a second.
A few moments later.
Hi. It's 1 in the morning now, so that's the reason why my eyes look completely dead, and I'm talking a little quieter because most people in my house are asleep or trying to sleep. We're still on with the challenge. I'll maybe do 1 or 2 more, and then I'll call it a night and a video. Let's roll again. I love gambling. Draw your OC as a fusion with a friend's OC. That's easy. I can do that one. Let me just go hit up my friend.
Can you give me that image of Jam and Cookie together for a video? Give me image of Jam and Cookie together, please.
I actually have a script for this speed paint because I had a lot I wanted to say in the recording, but since it was really late at night, it wasn't really coherent. Although I've been drawing for years, I'd say since early elementary school, I actually have never really drawn for myself, or at least I stopped for a very long time. For the past, I'd say like 5 years, since 2020, I've really only been drawing if I needed to. Like if I was making a video, I would draw for the video. Or if a friend told me to draw, I would draw for a friend or for class, but otherwise I would never really draw for myself. And it was when I entered high school in freshman year where I met my art teacher. We're just gonna call him Mr. G. Mr. G is an alright teacher, but my biggest strife with him is that he is really picky and sassy. He acts like an effeminate man even though apparently he has a wife. A little gossip here, but I actually thought that he had a husband. Anyways, Most of my friends like him because they all take his IB and AP class, while I wasn't able to get into IB or AP for other reasons. It's not that my art wasn't good. He actually believes in me like a lot, despite how many times he would give me little glares or be like, oh, you drew this kind of fast. He would constantly call my parents and brag to them, telling them that he would love to have me in AP or IB art. Unfortunately, I didn't really go to school like majority of high school, and even as a senior now, I can't really say that's getting any better. Like, today's the second day of senior year and I didn't go because I got a really weird stomach bug in the morning and was physically too tired to like do anything at all. So I slept all day today. Please heed my warning and just go to school if you can. Do not be like me and constantly miss out on it, because now I can't do AP or IB art. I can't even do art at all. I don't really have any classes left for me to do, which would be a good thing, but I really did want to push myself more, especially when it came to art. Besides the fact that I haven't really been drawing for myself, I also draw really fast. While this wouldn't usually be a problem, I'm starting to realize that it kind of is, at least for me. I draw really fast, but it doesn't allow me to actually get a good feel for anything that I'm drawing. Now, I'm not saying I want to take forever doing any drawing, but it's not really good that I don't take breaks, or the fact that I try doing everything in one sitting. These drawings were warm-ups, just to get my hand moving. But if they weren't, and I was like trying to take this very seriously, I fear that it would still come out looking, I don't know, I guess pretty sloppy. I came to realize that what I needed to do the most before I try learning how to do anything and teaching myself how to draw, animate, or whatever, I need to learn how to be patient. Because art takes time. Learning how to do anything takes time. You're not going to learn in a day. You're not going to learn overnight. You're not going to learn in 2 weeks. You have to give yourself the time to actually learn how to do something if you genuinely want to do it. So, taking that in mind, I have actually been pushing my endurance more for drawing, for animating, and for video editing. Because truthfully, these are all things I really want to do. I just need the patience for it. That, and I just need to stop winging everything. I'm a self-taught artist for the most part, but being self-taught only really works out when you're actively trying to push to teach yourself. So really, I've just kind of been, I don't know how to put it. It's self-taught, but I don't really teach myself how to draw, or at least I stopped teaching myself. And like recently, I was just thinking like, I don't really know how to draw. I just have the muscle memory for it. So I'm actually teaching myself how to draw now too. I know it's really weird saying this because like you're watching me make this video and do all these drawings and you're probably like, okay, but you can at the very least draw a little bit, like you know the basics. Yeah, I know the basics, but I don't know the fundamentals. And I used to get so mad at my big brother when I was a kid because when I would tell him like, I want to like make games, I want to make art, I want to do all this stuff, he would encourage me but tell me that I would need to learn how to do the fundamentals of anything that I was doing, otherwise I would have no idea. And I would get so frustrated thinking to myself, well, why do I need to learn the fundamentals? I'm just drawing for fun. I'm just doing this for fun. Yes, you're doing it for fun, but if you want to have more fun doing it, you should learn how to do it. To sum this whole thing up, just stop being lazy and learn how to do your passion. Whatever it is that you want to do, actually learn how to do it and then hop into it. You can mess around with it for a while, but if you really do want to have the knowledge and experience, so that way you don't have to constantly go back and be like, I don't really know what I'm doing here. You should absolutely just learn whatever it is that you're doing. Another example is that right now I want to make an animated series again. So I am currently teaching myself how to animate. I'm doing frame by frame and tweening, and I'm going to buy Moho 12.5 because there's a charity sale going on right now, and I'm going to learn how to make puppet rigging because that is how I want to make my animated series. This will not take me a short amount of time to do though. I'm gonna have to actually put pen to tablet and just start animating anything that I can. This speed paint is wrapping up though, so I'm gonna end it here. Thank you for listening. That took me a while. I could absolutely spend all night on this one, but I won't because again, there's one more last one that I want to do. It's nearly 3 a.m. right now, so I need to go to bed or something, but I won't because this art grind, there is no grind. I'm just terribly insomniac. Okay, I'm happy with this. Let's go on to the next one before I lose my mind. Let's go. Draw your OC using your non-dominant hand. So my left hand. Oh, this is about to be quick. Oh, this is about to be quick and horrible. Wow, I love this. I love making videos so much. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, so hard. It's a lot harder than you think, man. Genuinely, I'm trying to draw and not just... How am I supposed to get over there? How? I find it easier to just grasp my pen as if I am a baby finding out how to hold things for the first time. Is struggling. He is struggling really bad. So I've never really drawn anything with my left hand before. Sometimes in elementary school I would try writing with my left hand and it would fail horribly. This is no exception. I crash out in just a moment. It's kind of funny. Not really funny. I think it's funny at least. I don't know. Swear to God, only thing I can draw properly is freaking penis, dude. Be fair, I will color this one. People also have been asking me, what is Jam's hair color? Jam is actually blonde, but in his Live 2D model reference, I made his hair look really, orange because of Procreate. I drew the first outfit in Procreate, and then I drew the second one in Clip Studio. But yeah, you know what? This actually isn't that bad. I like coloring a lot more than I like doing line art. You know what? Hang on, wait. This actually isn't as bad as I thought it was. Holy shit. Wait, holy shit. Can I draw with my left hand? It was in that moment that he had a Jam epiphany and realized that he actually can draw with his left hand if he gave it more thought. Who would have known? Dude, I think I actually can. Like, when I start taking it seriously, I think I can. This isn't bad. This really isn't bad for my left hand. And so, the Peanut was able to finish the art exercise, albeit really slowly, and developed carpal tunnel at the end of it. Guys, I can't stress enough, you guys have to stretch your hands when you're drawing. Don't keep them cramped up in the pen holding position or just using your finger the whole time. You have to stretch. Otherwise, you'll become like me and not draw for weeks after finishing one drawing because your hands hurt too bad to do it again. I don't really have anything else to say, so I'm gonna just let this speed paint roll out. Okay, I'll leave those there. I feel like that's the best that I can do. That was seriously not that bad at all. My biggest issue with drawing with your left hand is that it really hurts your arm. I feel like I could probably draw with my left hand more often if I practiced, but I also don't know if I would actually do that. In the end, I'd say all these exercises really helped me. They were not only fun, but I can safely say now that I've officially left my art block. Though I'm not used to drawing for long periods of time, I feel like doing these helped me get into the groove more, and they're a really good warm-up for bigger, more detailed pieces I want to do. Tell me which drawings you like the most in the comments, and if you'd like to see a part 2 to this, I'd be willing to make one because this was really fun and I'd actually like to do it again. But it is 3 a.m. like I've been saying, so I gotta go to bed. I'll catch you later. Bye bye.